I'm going to be talking about the 5 books that have influenced my life, 5 books that have transformed the way I do things. The first book is called The Purpose Driven Life. Wow. The Purpose Driven Life is a 40-day spiritual guide by Pastor Rick Warren. It's designed to help you answer this question: what on earth am I here for? Dr. Warren explains, or Pastor Warren explains, why you were created and how to fulfill God's 5 key purposes for you. In the Purpose Driven Life summary, we'll outline the 5 purposes. This book is primarily for Christians or believers who wish to deepen their relationship with God and fulfill their purpose on earth. It is also a useful resource for non-believers to understand practical Christian teachings and finding meaning in life. If you want to find meaning in life, this book is amazing, guys. What's so great about the book is split over 40 days, and you can read a chapter a day. A chapter every single day, different chapter every single day, to kind of move you one step closer to finding purpose in life. This is a classic. If you don't have this book in your life, you're missing. It was one of the books that I read very earlier on as a young entrepreneur. And this book has really, really revolutionized the way I thought about life. And it's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Oh, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, it's such a powerful book. The Rich Dad, Poor Dad is, and I love books that are written in story format. The Rich Dad Poor Dad is the story of a person who has 2 fathers. The first was his biological father, the poor dad, and the other was the father of his childhood's best friend, Mike, the rich dad. Both fathers taught the authors how to achieve success, but with very disparate approaches. It became evident to the author which father made more financial sense. Throughout the book, the author compares both fathers' principles, their ideas, their financial practices, and the degree of dynamism, and how his real father, the poor and struggling but highly educated man, paled against his rich dad in terms of assets, building, and business acumen. This book revolutionized the way I saw life. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Let me talk about 5 principles from this book. The first principle was the rich don't work for money. The rich don't work for money. Can you imagine that? The rich don't work for money. That's what this Rich Dad, Poor Dad book was about. The rich don't work for money. The second is the importance of financial literacy. We don't teach young people financial literacy. And this is the second book that has actually impacted my life. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The third one, minding your own business. And it teaches you about minding your own business, creating your own business, which is so critical. Also, the rich invent money. That's another thing Rich Dad, Poor Dad taught me. The rich invent money. And then finally, watch this, I love this. The need to work to learn and not to work for money. People work for money, but the Rich Dad, Poor Dad teaches you how not to work for money. And I love the fact that he talks about 2 things. You are assets and liability. Assets are the things that bring money to you. Liabilities are things that take money from you. If I buy a building and I rent it out to someone and they're paying and I rent it out and I'm making more money. The mortgage is £200 and I rent it for £800. I'm making £600. That's an asset. Anything that's eating money from you while you sleep is a liability. Your phone is a liability. Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. You will learn how your brain processes information and how to manipulate that process to your advantage. If you want to transform your personal development, this is the book, Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. What are some of the key takeaways? This guy was so good that I went to his seminar when he came to London. This guy transformed my life. I tell you that hands down. What are some of the key takeaways from the book? Here we go. Who you can be and what you can do is unlimited. Who you can be and what you can do is unlimited. But the question is, why haven't you tapped into the unlimited version of you? This book tells you how. I love the fact that this book goes underneath the bonnet of your mind to help you understand how your mind works and how to control your mind, how to use words to transform. See, the way I am the way that I am because of the books I've read. And this book really helps me to, when your phone breaks down and you pretty much don't know how to function, and you take the phone to the phone shop. That's exactly what this phone does. This book does. It helps you to unlock every thought that you've got in your thoughts. Yeah. And I think that's the key thing you got to understand about this whole idea about this book. It does help you to understand that no matter what you are doing, no matter where you are, trust me, you can change things. What is the second? Follow the 4 steps to unlimited success. Do you want to know the 4 steps to unlimited success? Do you want to know it? Very quickly, I'm going to go through it. He says the 4 steps to limited success is: number 1, define what you want. Number 2, take action. Number 3, gauge your results. And number 4, make changes. You need to get this book in your life. You need to get this book in your life. Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. When I just finished university, and I said to myself, there's no way I'm going to work for anyone. I wasn't planning on working for anybody. I wanted to start my own business. And as a result, I needed to feed my mind. Listen, the problem is not your goal. The problem is your mindset. And your mindset is like a brick. Your mindset is like a brick. Okay. Now, if you build, so you want to build a house. To build a house, you need a brick. To get a brick, you need cement and water and sand. Your mindset are the things that have gone into you to create this brick. If the brick is weak, the building's going to be weak. That's what your mindset is. And that's why I read books to help me undo negative mindset and to build positive mindset. The 4th book, I love this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey, God rest his soul, passed away, describes how you can be happier and more effective in life. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is the next book. Love this book. This book is the result of a long-term study into the principles of success, because until World War I, success from a fundamental attitude to life could be summarized in terms of modesty, integrity, loyalty, patience, etc. But he's saying that we can define success from a pragmatic point of view. Stephen Covey, I love this book, and he goes through 7 habits of highly effective people in this book. If you're going to buy this book, I suggest you do. I suggest you do, because this book is the book that literally changed the way I thought about life. This book is the book that really helped me to understand that there are 7 key habits that I can develop. Habit number 1, be proactive. Be proactive. Be proactive. Meaning, don't be reactive to life. Don't be reactive to life. Many of you are reactive to life. You are reactive to life. You're not proactive. Proactive is raining outside. I've got my umbrella. I've got my jacket. I've got my phone charged. I'm ready. I'm proactive. Reactive is I've gone into the day and I'm like, I need umbrella. I need my jacket. Where's my phone? Some of you live a scattered life, and it's killing you. It's killing you. By being proactive is you plan ahead. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. Oh, I love this. I love this. Beginning with the end in mind talks about having a picture of the future. The picture of the future that you want. That there, what image do you have? What image do you have of your life? What image do you have of your life? 7 habits of highly effective people say people who are successful, they have a picture of what they want to be. They have a picture of what they want to be, and they move towards that picture effectively. Number 3, put first things first. See, many of you don't put your life first. No. You put other things first. The 3rd habit says successful people, they put first things first. If health is first, they put it first. They don't put entertainment above health. They put health above entertainment. They put first things first. 4, think win-win. Meaning, if I'm working with you, I want to see if I can win and if you can win. Do you see that? 7 habits of highly effective people. Habit number 5. Ooh, I love this. You see, books excite me. Seek first to understand before you can be understood. Seek first to understand before you can be understood. Many people in life, want people to understand them. But you first of all need to empathize and understand people before you want to be understood. Number 6, synergize. The idea behind working with people for a common goal. And number 7, sharpen the saw. What you need to do to build yourself. 7, I've just given you the synopsis. If you're smart, go and buy this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I hope you are ready for this book. This book was written in 2013. In this no-nonsense guide to success and happiness, Action Jackson combines energy, passion, and humor to equip you with the necessary tools for daily success. Now, this book is very powerful in that Action Jackson, who is a lover of cheesecake, wrote this book in order to empower people who didn't like reading, but they needed to read. They needed to read. This book is broken down to 30 different chapters that you can follow every single day. And each chapter goes through, say, for instance, chapter 1 is identity. Chapter 2 is don't doubt yourself. Chapter 3 is no more depression. Chapter 4 is keys to happiness. Chapter 5 is the inner conversation. Chapter 6 is bounce back from setback. Let me tell you why this book is different to all the other books that I've read. This book is different because of the fact that I had to write this book in order to really get to where I am. I think what people don't understand is when you write a book, you have to go to a different place. I had to go into my experiences. I had to go into my journey to be able to write this book, Shut Up and Take Action. And I think I wrote it more for myself than anybody else because at that time I was 2 stones overweight. And I remember talking about the book. And I remember talking about the fact that, I was talking about the weight actually that I wanted to lose. And something said to me, bruv, shut up and just take action. You talk too much. And that birthed this book. And many people have messaged me. What's so great about the book is I've also got different actions for the day that you can take that can actually transform your mind. 10 minutes a day, this book will transform you. And guys, these are the 5 books that have changed my life and my journey. I encourage you on this lockdown to at least pick up 1 book, and I won't say finish the book. You can actually buy this book on Amazon. If you go on Amazon right now, it's available on Amazon right now. Or you can go to the Shut Up and Take Action website. If you Google Shut Up and Take Action, you can go to the website and can get it. Now, if you get it from the website, you get it signed. You can get it from Amazon as well. All the books that I've mentioned today are available on Amazon. Please, I encourage you. Read something.